Imagine a world lost from the fathom of time, where strange and amazing creatures, lost from the past, still roam the earth. And extinction doesn't have to last forever. Well, you do not have to imagine it, for my crew and I have found such a place, about 150 miles west from New Caledonia. In this series, we will cover some of the most diverse creatures that live on this island, the dinosaurs. So without further ado, welcome to Prisca Insula. Our journey starts here in the eastern plains. These plains have lots of dinosaurs, including the magnificent sauropods. There are also smaller, equally as fascinating, ceratopsids, which are smaller, such as this Triceratops, the leader of the herd. This is Regaliceratops, which we will name Ryan. Ryan's life is mostly just eating and migrating, which isn't very much, so for something else to do, they form bonds with other members of the herd, sometimes even different species. Ryan's pal is a Vagaceratops, which we will name Victor. Here he comes to greet Ryan. However, peril does often strike on the plains. This is usually within the form of a predatory carnivore. Meet Carnotaurus sastri. This abelosauroid is perfectly adept for chasing down its prey. It stalks for as long as it can to be unnoticed until it ambushes. It is trying to attack Victor. Running is a useless option, though. Thankfully, Ryan is ready to lend a helping horn and help defeat the Carnotaurus. The Carnotaurus is injured, so it decides to give up and retreat without any food. A fun fact is that actually 9 out of 10 attempts from a carnivore actually end in failure. A much more successful way to hunt is within a pack. This is exactly what some of the carnivores, such as these Utahraptor, have done. This subadult, Razor, is helping her parents to care for the new young. This is her mom, Dagger, and her dad, Switchblade. The group often has minor quarrels. Razor has yet to grow her adult plumage. These raptors are basically the apex predator of their ecosystem. There is, however, one animal that can overthrow them. This is Acrocanthosaurus, Utahraptor's only natural predator. Dagger tells the pack to get the young and evacuate before they get hurt. And since she is the alpha, they do what they're told. Dagger can actually jump 3 times her height, which is handy when tackling predators. However, she cannot get through the osteoderms on Acrocanthosaurus's back. And he is unfortunately victorious. Switchblade and Razor have been waiting for a long time, and Dagger still hasn't come back. So Switchblade tells the young to go hide, and for Razor to follow him. So, both father and daughter move out in search of their mother, who had been fighting the Acrocanthosaurus this time. They both approach, well, what's left of Dagger. Being intelligent organisms, Utahraptors are capable of mourning the loss. Now, without Dagger, Razor is the heir to be the pack alpha. However, the pair of raptors must leave soon before the Acrocanthosaurus returns to finish his meal. There are fewer places as inhospitable on the island as the desert. Many of the animals, such as this Ornithochirus, feed on the dead and are scavengers. These hadrosaurs, led by Dawn, are braving the desert to get to their summer home. Their migration is 150 miles long. That's longer than any other animal on the island. They also have to battle windstorms as well as heat stroke, which have taken down many of the herd. However, these three are survivors, having crossed the desert many times. Worse still is that they're being tailed by the apex predator of the desert, Dilophosaurus. Dawn warns the pack leader not to get close, thankfully. The herd hasn't drinking in weeks, so Dawn leads them to a watering hole. There is, however, another animal at the watering hole, a Gorgonopsid, a relative member of the desert ecosystem. Water is hard to come by, so when animals come, they drink a lot. However, the hadrosaurs scare it away. They decide to nest here for the night. However, night can be more frightening than day. However, the most action happens in the watering hole. Many animals come down here for a drink, like the Saltosaurus. However, many more animals are more water-bound than sauropods, such as the Lasmosaurus, which permanently lives here and hunts the fish. This is Lutra, the Spinosaurus. She is mostly piscivore, meaning she eats fish. Right now, she is hunting. She gets into the water and wades around like a crocodile, trying to sense her prey. She has denticles on her snout to help detect prey. Today, she's hunting Onchopristis, which is under the rock. She carefully sneaks up on it, trying not to scare it. Lutra is not the only aquatic predator. Meet Mosasaurus, the aquatic lizard. Mosasaurus is a very territorial creature, and he does not want a competitor on his hunting grounds. Lutra is about to strike until the Mosasaurus attacks. She strikes back though. You cannot see it, but the fibula is fractured and one of her metatarsals is cracked. This could unfortunately lead to Lutra's demise. Fortunately, Spinosaurus is a hardy genus, and we will obviously keep you up to date on her recovery. These dinosaurs have their own worlds, and that's why me and my crew are trying to document it. So, you all stay tuned to find out what happens on the next episode of Prisca Insula, and thanks for watching.